Emma.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good.
I'm glad to hear that. How's the weather? Is it still so very hot in Ukraine?
Uh, I don't know because I don't go to outside when very hot.
Okay, so you stay indoors. But it's not like it was about a month ago when it was like 40 degrees and higher.
Yeah, was
Is
hot
it
like almost. It's better
is it a
now.
little bit better? Do you know that when in Europe it was that terrible, terrible heat? I can't remember in what country it was, but they got the fire brigade, the people that extinguished the fires, to go and spray the animals in the zoo so that they can with water so that they can just cool down.
No, I
Because
don't know.
I saw that on the news somewhere because the animals were suffering because we can still go inside or put on an air conditioner, but the animals are outside in the elements. And then they made a plan. I almost think it could be Germany. I can't remember. But then they went with their big fire trucks and they sprayed the animals with water to just cool them down.
Mm,
Good idea, hey?
Yeah.
Okay. Up until where did we go on Tuesday? Can you remember? With our social
Mm,
media.
mm-hmm.
Um, I can't remember up until where did we go? Did we, I'm sure have we done this improved? Yes, we've done
Yeah.
part two, we've
Yes.
done that.
Um,
And the
yeah.
access to information
Yes.
and education. I think we've done this one as well. Have we done education?
Educational.
Or did we stop? Did we stop?
We do. We do.
Did we do education? Okay, about how people in lockdown. Okay, I don't think we done the business and marketing.
Done.
Did we do this one?
Yes.
Okay, and the career, we could not do so many.
Look,
Um,
our development we don't do.
the career development. This one,
Yeah.
number
Done.
five. Okay, so
Yes.
let's start with number five then. Okay, so the last one we done was the business marketing. I'm just going to read through it before we go on to the career one because these two are connected. And if you remember our social media that we spoke about in the last lesson, the different kinds of social media, we had something called LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Have you heard of LinkedIn?
No, I don't heard, but we no
Yes, we
speak
did speak
about.
about it. We did speak about it. But LinkedIn is where you put your professional profile. So you don't share photos and things that it's not like Facebook or Instagram. You put your work experience and your CV of I have worked at these places, I have this degree, I have this qualification. That is what you put. That is what you put on LinkedIn. So, um, so it's for businesses to find people to work for them, and you can advertise on there. If you have a position available, you can advertise on LinkedIn, and the right people with the right qualifications can see the job that you are advertising. But okay, let's quickly go through number four again. Business and marketing. Social media has transformed the way businesses operate. Small businesses can advertise their products to millions of potential customers without spending large amounts of money on traditional advertising. Um, to place an advert on Instagram or on Facebook or TikTok, so many people share that, and you reach people all over the world. And it makes your marketing so much bigger and more effective than advertising in a local newspaper, and only those people see that. Only the people in that read that newspaper. Or on the radio, you miss a lot of clients because it's a few seconds and your advert has passed on the radio. Where in social media, it stays there and people can go back and look for your advert and see what your business does. Entrepreneurs, those are people that start businesses. Use platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok to showcase their products. So you can show people all your products. There's no limit on what you post on social media. They show their products, they communicate with customers, they can say, tag 5 friends and share the post, and you can win a prize or you can get discount on your next order. And they receive feedback. People leave reviews on social media to say, this is a wonderful product, or never buy from this company. They take your money and you never get your products. Okay, many people have even built successful businesses entirely through social media. So social media is the only advertising they use. And they have become big, well-known businesses by selling handmade products, offering online services, or creating educational content. Social media marketing allows businesses to target specific audiences, making advertising more efficient than ever before. Efficient meaning it makes it um, it makes it better than ever before. If something is efficient, it means it works. So you can advertise in the newspaper and half of the people miss your ad because they just didn't read the newspaper on that day or they didn't buy the newspaper. And social media is efficient or effective. Okay, let's see career development. Okay, you may read.
Professional networking platforms allow individuals to connect with employers, colleges, and industry experts. Job seekers can display their qualification, search for
Vacancies.
vacancies, and build professional relationships. Many companies now
Recruit
recruit employees
through
through social media because it allows to reach qualifi-
qualified
qualified candidates quickly. Professionals also use social media to attend webinars,
participate
in discussion, and stay informed about the developments within their industries. They support contribute to careers growth and lifelong professional
development. Okay, there were a few difficult words in that paragraph. Let's quickly go through them. Okay, career development. So if something develops is how it grows. Okay, professional networking platforms like the LinkedIn one we've spoken about allow individuals to connect with employers. So people that offer jobs. If I'm looking for a job, I can connect to people who offer jobs. So you can connect with employers, people that provide jobs, colleagues, people that are in the same field as you or work with you. Say, for instance, somebody is in the banking industry. You can see what other people in the banking industry what qualifications they have, and you can see, okay, I need to up my qualifications a bit, or I'm fine, I have the right qualifications. So colleagues are people that work with you, and industry experts, the people that teach people how to work in a certain industry, people that exceed in a certain industry. So it allows the workforce to communicate and have access to people that are in the similar work environment that you are. Job seekers, people looking for jobs, can display their qualifications. So you put your qualifications on this platform. Search for vacancies. A vacancy is a job that is available. So, for instance, your manager has resigned, then you have a vacant. Vacant means open. Then you have an open position in your company. So you have a vacancy. And build professional relationships. Many companies now recruit employees through social media. To recruit somebody is to find somebody on social media and then eventually invite them for an interview, and then you appoint them. So a vacancy is a job that's available. And if you fill that job or you fill that vacancy, you have recruited somebody. You have found someone and you have filled the position. So companies now recruit employees through social media because it allows them to reach qualified candidates quickly. You don't need to put an advert out there and say, anybody with the right qualifications, please apply for the job. You can go and have a look. You can search who has the right qualifications for the job that I am offering. And then we call that headhunt. Then you can ask those people, I have a position available as a manager. Would you be interested? So you don't miss any opportunities of finding a work or of getting the correct people to come and work for you. So you can see immediately if people's qualifications are the right qualifications for the job that you have to offer. Professionals use social media to attend webinars. Webinars is like having a meeting where information is shared. So it would be like in a auditorium where somebody stands and speaks and gives uh, a lot of information, and you have people sitting listening. A webinar is like that, but just online. So you listen to the people live, but you can't really comment. You can write a comment in the chats, but you cannot take part in the conversation. So that's a webinar. You can participate in discussions. So that's the opposite of a webinar. So that's interactive. And you stay informed about developments within your industry. So if something is happening in the banking industry, then you're up to date with whatever is happening and you don't fall behind and don't have all the information. These opportunities contribute to career growth and lifelong professional development. So companies and individuals grow by having these connections. Okay, our next one, raising awareness.
Social media has become an important tool for raising awareness about global issues such as climate change, poverty, human rights, public health, and disaster relief. Charities and non-profit organizations use social media campaigns to
educate
the public and raise funds for important causes. When natural disasters occur, emergency services and governments often use social media to provide updates and safety production. Communities can organize donations and volunteer for much more effectively than before. In many cases, social media has helped people to solve problems
Unite.
and support those in need.
Okay. What do you understand by awareness? What does it mean to make somebody aware of something or to raise awareness?
Mm, I don't have any idea.
Okay. So when you raise awareness or you make somebody aware of something, you tell them about something that they did not know. Um, for instance, if there's a natural disaster like a flood and you don't live in the same city, the government, sorry, the government posts on social media and they say, there has been a flood in this area and we need the help of the community. Please donate food or blankets or whatever they might need. So you raise awareness, you make people, you make a situation known to the general public through social media. So, social media has become an important tool for raising awareness, for educating people, and for letting people get the information about things that they otherwise would not have been able to get information of. So, to raise awareness about global issues such as climate change. We all know about El Nino. Have you heard of El Nino?
No.
Okay. El Nino is a weather climate condition that is busy happening, and that is why it is so extremely hot in Europe at the moment, or this summer is so extremely hot because of El Nino, and it's also and it affects the whole world. They say that in the country where I am, we are going to have a drought for about between 5 to 7 years, where it's not going to rain enough. So remember, we have spoken about drought before when it doesn't rain. So when we have summer now from September, October, when your winter or your autumn starts again, we go into spring and summer. They say then we are going to have the extreme heat and it's not going to rain for a couple of years. And so we're not going to have crops. Nothing's going to grow. There's not going to be enough water for to feed animals on farms. And if it doesn't rain on a farm, um, there's no grass that the animals can eat. So then we go into a drought, which is very bad for the economy and for the people living in that area. Okay, so they've informed us use water sparingly because there's not going to be water for 5 years. Okay, poverty. Do you know what poverty means?
Repeat, please.
Do you know what poverty means?
No.
Poverty is when a community does not have enough money. Not just one person not having enough money, but a whole community suffers because there's no jobs, there's no, so people can't find jobs, they can't generate income, they don't get salaries, and then people fall into poverty. So they don't have money to buy food and to buy clothes. And we get communities like that, where everybody in a little town or village, nobody has enough money. So they don't have money to buy things. So the shops suffer, the people suffer. So that is why they sometimes ask, here is a community that's very, very poor. So poverty means to be poor. Here's a community, they don't have enough money to do whatever. And then they ask people to donate or to help a community. Okay, human rights. What do you think human rights are?
Mm, human, it's human rights. It right.
Okay,
Mm,
give me an example. Okay, rights, we all know you have the right to do certain things. You have the right to get certain things. So to make, because you are human and you need certain things in life. So you have a right to that. You are allowed to, or not allowed to, you have to actually be treated that way or receive things. So what do you think human rights would be? And here you can think out of the box because there are a lot of human rights. In my country where I live, we actually have a holiday that we celebrate. I think it's in March, on the 21st of March. We have Human Rights Day. It's one of our public holidays. And, but okay, before I tell you about that, first tell me, what do you think human rights are?
mm,
So what do you think everybody should have?
uh, no, mm, everybody
Okay.
should have maybe.
I'm going to give you an example. Human rights. Every child has the right to be protected by their parents. So if you have bad parents and you get that, people that are bad parents, they hit their children, they don't look after their children, and then the government comes and they take them away, and those children get put into places of safety. So one human right is you have the right to grow up in a home where you are loved. That's one of the human rights. Then we have other human rights, like the right to education. Everybody
Mm,
should have the right to be educated, even if it's just on a basic level. You don't need to go to university or to go to high school, as long as you have the right to be able to learn how to read and write and speak correctly. Another human right is you have the right to be treated by a hospital if you are ill or if you are injured. That is, just because you're human, you have the right to healthcare, to basic healthcare. So the government needs to look after people. And that is what we have human rights for. You have the right to be safe. Safety is a
mhm.
human right. So there are a lot of human rights. And all these things are communicated via social media. Okay. Also, public health. When it was COVID or when something happens, people are informed. Okay, we're having lockdown. Nobody's allowed to go out their houses. So social media is a quick way of sharing information to a lot of people in a very quick time. Okay, and disaster relief. Like I said, when there's a flood, you can ask people, there was a flood in the town next to yours or in the village next to yours. Please help us and give us blankets and food and clothes because they lost everything in their flood. Charities and non-profit organizations. Charities are organizations that help people. They collect food or they look after the old people and they don't charge a lot of money. They're not in it to make money. They do this um, with a basic income that they receive. Okay, so charities and non-profit organizations use social media campaigns to educate the public and raise funds for important causes. So people that have enough, can give a little bit of what they have to those who don't have enough. When natural disasters occur, like a flood or a forest fire, or can't think of anything else right now, emergency services and governments use social media to provide updates and safety instructions because it's an easy way to say, stay away from that area, it's still flooding. The same as you have in Ukraine with Telegram groups that say, that give you, um, that tell you there's an air alarm, you need to go to shelter. You must get away from school, you need to go to shelter. So that's using social media to inform the community. Okay.
Mhm.
In many cases, okay, so, sorry, to safety instructions. So like you get your air alarms on, I think most of them come through on Telegram. Am I
Mhm.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
Communities can organize donations and volunteer. Donations is when you give something and you don't expect anything back. So a donation is I give you something for free. I have extra blankets, I give it to you for free. I donate that. And then volunteer is people that work without payment. I have Saturday afternoon, I'm not doing anything, so I will go and help out at a shelter, even an animal rescue shelter, to just go and walk the dogs that are there or clean the cages or just play with the animals. So it doesn't have to always be serious stuff, but to volunteer is to work without receiving anything in return. So they ask on Facebook and on social media for people who are available to do this. Okay. And this is much more efficient. It works very well because people, you can ask them 10 times a day. You can post an ad on social media, and a lot of people will see it. In many cases, social media has helped people to unite to solve problems and support those in need. So we use social media for social issues to help one another. And then I want to quickly ask you, do you still get air alarms every day?
Yes, every day.
Every day.
Oh, yeah.
Not one day that goes past that there aren't air alarms.
Yes. No, every day. Yes, we have.
Wow. Okay, I really wish that this war would come to an end now. Okay, Emma, let's quickly go out of Zoom and re-enter before we carry on with number 7. Okay,
Okay.
see you in a minute.